The Glass Palace by Amitav Ghosh. Once upon a time, in the late 19th century, in Burma, a young orphan named Rajkumar was working as a servant in a British officer's house. One day, he stumbled upon a beautiful young girl, Dolly, who was also an orphan and was working as a cook in the same house. Rajkumar fell in love with Dolly at first sight, and they started a secret affair. As fate would have it, the British officer discovered their relationship and immediately fired them. Rajkumar and Dolly were forced to flee to Mandalay, where they found work in a teak forest. There, Rajkumar met a Burmese prince named Kalidasa, who would change his life forever. Kalidasa was impressed with Rajkumar's intelligence and hard work and offered him a job as his clerk. Rajkumar accepted the job and moved to Mandalay, where he witnessed the last days of the Burmese monarchy before the British took over the country. Years passed, and Rajkumar became a wealthy man thanks to his hard work and determination. He started a successful business and even became a close friend of the British governor of Burma. Meanwhile, Dolly had become a famous singer and actress, and their love for each other never faded. One day, Rajkumar met a young boy named Arjun, who had been separated from his family during the war between India and Burma. Rajkumar took him under his wing and raised him as his own son. As the years went by, Rajkumar's business expanded, and he became one of the richest men in Burma. He also became a political activist and fought for the independence of Burma from British rule. The story takes an unexpected turn when Arjun falls in love with Uma, the daughter of a British officer. Their love is forbidden, and their families are against their relationship. However, Arjun and Uma's love prevails, and they get married despite the obstacles. As the Second World War approaches, the lives of Rajkumar, Dolly, Arjun, and Uma are forever changed. They are forced to flee Burma and start a new life in India. The Glass Palace, which was a symbol of Rajkumar's wealth and power, is left behind. The story ends with Rajkumar looking back at his life, realizing that the only thing that truly mattered was his love for Dolly and his family. He understands that material possessions are temporary and that love and family are what truly matter in life. In conclusion, The Glass Palace is a beautifully written historical fiction novel that explores themes of love, loyalty, power, and the struggle for independence. Amitav Ghosh's vivid descriptions of Burma and India transport the reader to a different time and place, and the characters are so well developed that they feel like real people. This book is a must-read for anyone who loves historical fiction and wants to learn more about the history of Burma and India. Here are some of the key incidents that take place in The Glass Palace by Amitav Ghosh. Rajkumar and Dolly's secret love affair. When Rajkumar, a young orphan working as a servant in a British officer's house in Burma, meets Dolly, a cook also working in the house, they fall in love. However, their relationship is discovered by the British officer, who fires them both. Rajkumar's rise to success. After leaving the British officer's house, Rajkumar finds work in a teak forest and eventually becomes the clerk of a Burmese prince named Kalidasa. Through hard work and determination, Rajkumar becomes a successful businessman and a close friend of the British governor of Burma. Arjun's arrival and adoption. When Rajkumar meets a young boy named Arjun, who has been separated from his family during the war between India and Burma, he takes him under his wing and raises him as his own son. Arjun and Uma's forbidden love. Arjun falls in love with Uma, the daughter of a British officer, despite the objections of their families. Their love story is one of the central plotlines of the novel. The fall of the Burmese monarchy. Rajkumar witnesses the last days of the Burmese monarchy before the British take over the country. This event sets the stage for much of the political turmoil and unrest that takes place later in the novel. Forced exile to India. As the Second World War approaches, Rajkumar, Dolly, Arjun, and Uma are forced to flee Burma and start a new life in India. This event marks a turning point in the novel and sets up the final act of the story. These are just a few of the many incidents that take place in The Glass Palace. Overall, the novel is a sweeping epic that spans multiple decades and explores a wide range of themes, from love and family to politics and war. Here is a summary of some of the main characters in The Glass Palace by Amitav Ghosh. Rajkumar, the novel's protagonist, Rajkumar is an orphan who starts out as a servant in a British officer's house in Burma. Through hard work and determination, he rises to become a successful businessman and political activist. He is also a devoted husband to Dolly and a loving father to Arjun. Dolly, an orphan and former cook, Dolly falls in love with Rajkumar and becomes his partner in both love and business. She later becomes a famous singer and actress, but remains deeply committed to her family. Arjun, a young boy who is separated from his family during the war between India and Burma, Arjun is taken in by Rajkumar and raised as his own son. He falls in love with Uma, the daughter of a British officer, despite the obstacles that stand in their way. Uma, the daughter of a British officer, Uma falls in love with Arjun despite the objections of her family. She is a strong and independent character who fights for her love and her beliefs. Kalidasa, a Burmese prince who becomes Rajkumar's employer and mentor, Kalidasa is an intelligent and thoughtful character who plays a key role in shaping Rajkumar's life. Sire John, a Burmese monk who befriends Rajkumar, Sire John is a wise and compassionate character who provides moral guidance and support to the other characters throughout the novel. Neil, a young Indian man who works for Rajkumar's business, Neil is a loyal and hard-working employee who becomes a close friend to Arjun. Sarah, Uma's mother, Sarah is a strong and intelligent character who challenges the status quo and fights for what she believes in. These are just a few of the many richly drawn characters in The Glass Palace. Each character has their own unique story and personality, and they all contribute to the novel's rich tapestry of history, love, and politics. Overall, The Glass Palace is a masterpiece of historical fiction that offers a profound and moving meditation on the complexities of human experience. It is a must-read for anyone interested in the history of Burma and India, as well as anyone who appreciates richly drawn characters and masterful storytelling. Please like, share, subscribe our channel for more box summaries.